involves pursuing victory with honor. Sportsmanship is all about respecting the game, each other, and yourselves. Please enjoy the game and support these student athletes while modeling good sportsmanship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please stand, remove your hats. Active and retired service personnel may salute and pay proper respect to the flag as our BHS concert choir sings our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red red columns bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the Now, please say hello to the Brookings Bobcat cheerleaders. Mackenzie Steinhauer, Paige Johnson, Ruby Simmonsman, Grace Grusha, Kira Steinhauer, Claire Einsbar, and Alyssa Love. They're coached by Carly Cronin. And now let's meet the lineups for today's matchup. And first, the starters for the visiting Golden Eagles. At start, number 11, junior Anna Bobcat. At start, number 15, senior Kyra Reese. At forward, number 31, senior Abby Berry. At center, number 42, senior Tiana Yoga. And at center, number 44, 8th grader Karen Huntington. Golden Eagles are coached by Michaela Archibald and assisted by Kevin Newman, Rachel Rieger, James Spear, and Maya Malchow. Now for your starting lineup for your Brookings Bobcats. At forward, number 20, junior Landry Wilson. At forward, number 22, senior Claire Burns. At forward, number 30, junior Sophia Hamrick. At guard, number 40, freshman Logan Smith. And at forward, number 52, senior Ainsley Shelstad. Bobcats are coached by Mitch McClagan and assisted by Ross Peterson, Vandy Smith, and Zach Thomas. The officials for today's contest are Jason Reisenberg, Brad Coleman, and Keith Gascan McKeeson. Let's play some ball.
Aberdeen's blue uniforms, yellow trim, yellow numbers, and we are just about ready to go here in this Saturday matinee. I'm excited, Alec. Again, it's finally good to be back on a weekend.
It is, and like you had said, a nice long weekend, nice weather. Little favored their tip for the Bobcats. I think the ball went a little to their side. Nobody's going to complain here, though, so awesome to see them get the tip. We'll see how good of a first possession they can have here to start the afternoon.
They go right corner over to Smith. It is a 2-3 zone for Aberdeen. They still get it down to Shelsta. Fakes right, goes left. Can't get that one to fall. Gets her own rebound, puts it up and in with the left hand, so a good offensive rebound there for Shelston to keep her own shot alive, and the Bobcats get an early lead, 2-0.
And like we said, how can Aberdeen stop that from happening? Again, she was just able to get her own rebound. We have seen Brookings on the opposite side of that many times this year where they're just out, I guess, height. You know, the other team having more height, and Brookings struggles. So again, this is something Aberdeen's going to have to work extremely hard on to keep Shelston off the glass, as she already has 2 points and a rebound.
Bobcats with the same 2-3 zone. They go right side. They try and get it down low. It's knocked away from Wilson. Ends up into the hands of Smith. She pushes and slows down on the right wing. Smith drives to the middle, gets into a couple Aberdeen defenders, goes to Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles all the way around, tried to lob one up to Shelston, was knocked away, ended up in the hands of the 5'4" junior in Malchow.
And I did like seeing Logan Schmidt get across half court and then slow it down. We've seen many times they push it too fast, which leads to costly turnovers. Smart job there by getting through, pulling out to try and set up a better shot. Unfortunately, the turnover there by Hamrick.
It was Barry at the right wing, caught there, goes corner over to Malchow. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bobcats doing a good job of taking the post presence away. It's going to be a 3-point opportunity from Barry off the iron, no good. It was 2 Golden Eagles going after the rebound, and they tip it out of bounds. So the Bobcats will regain possession with 6:27 in this first quarter. It's a 2-0 lead for the Bobcats.
And again, if Brookings is going to come out in that 2-3 zone, they as well have to make sure they're getting those rebounds. And we've said it all year, when you're in that zone, you don't really have anyone you're designated to guard, so boxing out is a little harder. So again, offensive rebounds you'll see a lot more of when teams come out in a zone, so we'll see how Brookings can defend that on the defensive end.
It's a long pass out to the outside. Claire Burns just off the back iron, a 3-point opportunity, no good. And the rebound goes to Hermanson, the 5'11" 8th grader, so she's on the board for rebounds. Still a 2-0 ball game, just under 6 minutes here. Bobcats lead. Left side, Barry. Barry goes to the corner. It's going to be a 3-point opportunity for Grease, off the mark and out of bounds. So it'll be Bobcat basketball. So the Bobcats, again, doing a great job of taking away the post presence for these Golden Eagles, Alec. We've seen 2 post players on both blocks trying to get the ball, and they haven't been able to get it down to them.
Exactly, and they've done a nice job of contesting the threes. We saw Claire Burns right there hustle back out, because we've seen it too. If you're in a zone, there's a lot more chances of having a wide open look. They go down low to Shelston, missed, rebounded by Hermanson. So again, Brookings will have to continue to do what they are doing when it comes to taking away that post play for Aberdeen, but also making sure they have, contesting the threes that Aberdeen has shot so far here through the first quarter.
They go Malchow on the right wing. She's guarded by Wilson. They get it to the free throw line into the hands of Barry, and that she's going to be fouled as she went up for the shot. I think that one is going to be on Hamrick, so that'll be the first foul of the game for either side, and it's Hamrick's first personal here. 2 free throws upcoming for the 5'9" senior in Abby Barry. Bobcats doing a good job defensively here. A couple of free throws, a chance to tie things up at 2 early on for Barry as she connects on the first one. Got a sub coming in. Looks like it is going to be for the shooter. So if she makes this one, it'll be Taryn Heddick, the 5'5" junior, coming in for Barry. Barry connected on the first and misses the second, so sub will stay out. Good rebound there from Hamrick to take over here with 5:08 remaining in this first quarter. It's a 2-1 ball game for the Bobcats. They go left side over to Burns, top of the key to Smith. Gets it down to a nice pass there. It was driving Hamrick. Hamrick had a bounce pass to Shelston, misses the first, gets her own rebound, makes the second. Just trying to pad those stats early, Alex.
I guess she must be trying to go for a double-double here in the first quarter. But again, excellent pass there from Sophia Hamrick as well. There have been times, too, we've seen Brookings guards, drive into the lane and go up into the trees. Much better job there by Hamrick, knowing that help came over. Excellent pass to Shelston. Couldn't get her the assist. Nonetheless, great pass. And like you said, Shelston's on the board with her 4th point as Brookings has a 4-1 lead with 4:25 left to go in the first.
Pretty common here. Shot clock at 10 or under almost every possession. Now down to 5 seconds. Then we've got a whistle, and it's going to be 3 seconds in the lane. So great defensive stop there for the Bobcats, and that's a turnover for the Golden Eagles. And now we'll have that sub coming in. It's Taryn Heddick, the 5'5" junior here. So promising signs early, Alec, on the defensive side and offensively with Shelston getting all 4 points.
Yeah, so far everything that the Bobcats have been wanting to do has been working extremely well. Now, like we have said too, Hamrick's going to take about a 15-footer just off the back iron, rebounded by Heddick as she's going to push it the other way. Still, that's a good shot. Good ball movement by the Bobcats as well. Something we have talked about they need to do on their side of the court is have good possessions. That was a good one right there as it led to an open shot from Hamrick.
And that's nice to see they've got someone else other than Shelston flashing high, so they're trying to get a high-low with Shelston down at the block. Turnover there. Bobcats get it to skip pass to Smith. Gets through 2 defenders. A scoop left-handed layup off the mark. And then an offensive rebound by Hamrick. And she's going to be fouled on the way up. I think that one was on the 5'5 senior in Kyra Grease. We'll double check. I'm probably wrong as always, Alec, and nope, it is going to be on Kiana Munga, the 6-foot senior, but again, Grease was right there.
Yeah, exactly. A nice take from Hamrick as well, and again, just great ball movement. Okay, Hamrick misses the first, but a lot of extra passes that we've seen from the Bobcats, and look what happens when you make those extra passes. You're getting wide open looks, or at least you're getting great looks with the chances of getting fouled, like we saw Hamrick do right there to get to the line for a couple. Like I said, missed the first.
See what happens on the second, in and out, and it was Arilee Waldo checking in for the Golden Eagles. So that means Ashton Ostrein will sit at the table. She was coming in for Hamrick, didn't make anything. It's a three-point shot way off the mark there from the corner. It was Malchow, and a rebound goes to the Bobcats. So we're under 3.5 here in this first quarter. It's a 4-1 advantage. It's a wide open Shelsta on the left block, and she lays it in with the left hand. She's got all 6 of the Bobcat points, and it's a 5-point lead.
Yeah, excellent pass, and you know we've said it almost every possession, and Brookings knows it, that every time they move the ball quickly like they have been doing, it's going to be a hand check there on Sophia Hamrick. That's going to be her second, so Ashton Ostrein is going to likely check in for Hamrick. But again, the quick ball movement by Brookings has led to these great looks. That's something they will have to continue to do, and if they're going to keep doing it, Chelsea's going to be getting a ton of layups this afternoon.
And that's one thing defensively the Golden Eagles cannot do. They had miscommunication, left Shelsta wide open at the block, and it was a step and finish from the block there. They go right wing, top of the key, found about a three-pointer. It was Anna Malchow. They go right side over to Heddick. Heddick back up top of the key to Grease. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Another three-point opportunity. Malchow shoots this one off the back iron. Then it gets tipped around. Ends up into the hands of Munga, and she knocks it down from about 2 to 3 feet. So now a 6-3 lead for the Bobcats here.
And again, that just comes off of an offensive rebound. And we said it, it's tough when you're in the zone, but especially those ones down low, you got to find a way to find a girl, box them out, so you're not giving them the second chance points. As Logan Smith drives in, just missed the runner. Rebounded by Aberdeen as they're going to push it the other way, trailing by 3 with 2:15 left to go in the first.
Grease will be the one to set up the offense. Looking at the right side, ends up going left side over to Waldo. They go corner to Heddick. Heddick now guarded by Smith. They go top of the key over to Malchow. Then they go right side back to Grease. They go corner. Waldo's stuck there, goes back to the right wing, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. A skip pass to the opposite corner. Now they go top of the key, left wing. Didn't take the three-pointer. They get it to the elbow. There's 3 seconds on the clock. They're going to get a three-point shot up, and she knocks it down. It was Kyra Grease, and what a big possession that was. Ties the game at 6 here with 1:40.
And unfortunately, that was great defense by the Bobcats. They were hustling all around the three-point line when the ball was being swung. Excellent contest there by Logan Smith. But unfortunately went in, and they're going to go down low to Shelsta. Nice pass down low from Ashton Ostrein to get it down low to Shelsta, and it's going to be a
just a dead ball, I think.
Gotcha.
So a couple subs coming in. It'll be, it looks like Wellman, and then I think Hermanson, the 8th grader, back in the game. Looks like Gracie Sheridan will check in for Brookings. And that was the first possession, Alec, on defense for the Golden Eagles, going man-to-man. And the Bobcats just do what they do best. They get 2 reversals, they get it to the left wing, and then it was Shelsta on the block and just overpowered her defender.
And they did that a lot against Sioux Falls Jefferson, just spreading the court so much better when you have kind of 3 girls on one side, leaving Shelsta and another on the other side, giving her so much space, so much more room to work with. And we saw it right there, which just led to an easy layup. And again, an excellent pass down low from Ostrein.
Wellman goes to the elbow. It was a pass to Hermanson. Nice cutting play there by the Golden Eagles. It was Wellman who tried to lay it in, couldn't connect on it. Rebound goes to the Bobcats, and we're under a minute in this first quarter. 8-6 Bobcat lead here over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. They go to Burns at the elbow, tried getting it to a cutting Landry Wilson, and that one was stolen by the Golden Eagles, so a chance here to get a little momentum at the end of this first quarter. It's a 3-point opportunity from the corner. Waldo, it bounces around and somehow falls in, and now all of a sudden it's a 9-8 lead here for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles with 30 seconds to go.
Nice little friendly bounce there. Normally it's a home bounce you get. Aberdeen gets the bounce there. Nice take by Burns. It's going to be a foul on Kyra Grease, the 5'5 senior, so that'll set Burns to the line for 2.
Burns there, good to see her being aggressive, Alec. Again, she was thinking maybe about the perimeter shot, took a couple dribbles, went right into her defender and drew the foul, and that's what we need to see from some of these role players, Alec.
Exactly. You know, she's one she does connect on the first, tying it up at 9. Yeah, she's one that kind of likes to live behind that three-point line as we see Logan Smith check back in for Landry Wilson. But yeah, Burns is one that kind of just likes to sit behind the three-point line. Excellent three-point shooter. But yeah, we want her to be more aggressive. That was an excellent take there. She was able to draw the foul, gets to the line, and connects on both of them, giving Brookings a 10-9 advantage with 20 seconds left to go.
Shot clock off here. Setting up the offense is Grease, the 5'5 senior for these Golden Eagles. Still continuing a 2-3 zone are the Brookings Bobcats. They're under 10 seconds. They go top of the key. It's Malchow, goes right wing, back to Grease. Grease drives down the middle, goes into 3 defenders. What a pass that was. They got it down to Hermanson, and she was fouled on the way up, almost connected for the and 1 there. So a good play, and with just a minute, or just with 1 second left, 1.5 on the clock, they get some free throws coming up from the 8th grader Hermanson. Hermanson, first one on the way, just caught the iron off the mark. So the lead still stays with the Bobcats. It's 10-9. And I think this is a situation, she misses this one out, Bobcats get the rebound, just hold on to it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to force a turnover or anything to give Aberdeen a chance to score. So like they did there, got the rebound, and they're going to get out of here with a 1-point lead, 10-9 after 1.
All right, we'll take a break here. Back in a minute. K-Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody, to this Saturday matinee between the Brookings Bobcats girls basketball team and the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. After 1 quarter of play, it's a 10-9 lead for Brookings. What did you see in that first quarter, Alec? Again, defensively for me, I think the Golden Eagles have to stay in that zone. The first possession, they went man-to-man. It was an easy layup for Shelsta.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they do have to come back in the zone. That man-to-man defense just led to a wide open layup. And yes, Shelsta had some points when they were in the zone as well, but it was a lot tougher, I think, for her to score in that zone when you have 3 defenders down low instead of man-to-man, when sometimes she's just one-on-one with her defender.
It was a double team at the left wing there. Good defense. It was Sheridan and Ostreim there, and it was Ostreim getting a little too aggressive, I guess. So she picks up the 4th team foul. That's now her 2nd personal, and then it got knocked away. It was Sheridan and Grease at the left wing this time, and Grease touched it last as Burns comes in. So good aggressive defense here to start off the second quarter. Maybe that's the Bobcats sending a message, Alec.
Exactly, too, and they come out, you know, you've only got 4 team fouls, so you still got some room to work with. Nonetheless, I think if they can continue to be aggressive and force some turnovers, it's just going to get them more looks on the offensive end.
Well, they had Shelsta down low. Sheridan drove into the lane, took an extra step, going to be a travel, and you could see McLagan talking to her. It was Shelsta at the left block. They did exactly what they wanted, Alec. They had someone come up. They got the reversal over to Sheridan, and Shelsta had a girl on her back, and they just didn't quite get it to her, and that forced the turnover.
Exactly, and hopefully that's something Brookings can realize. A mistake made, but nonetheless, if they continue to do that with Aberdeen in this man-to-man defense, like we said, Shelsta will continue to get open looks.
Grease at the right wing goes right side to the ESD logo in Malchow. Still a 2-3 zone. They go left wing over to Grease. Grease guarded by Wilson, down to 10 seconds. We've been saying that a lot, Alec. They go elbow. Munga kicks it back out. It's going to be Grease. Grease at the right wing, down to 4 seconds. Tries to get it to Munga. What a pass that was. And it was about an 8-footer from Munga, just short. Rebound goes to the Bobcats, and they look to push to the other side. And a good thing to see from Burns again. She drove in. We like her being aggressive, but it was a nice defensive play there for the Golden Eagles to draw the charge.
Exactly, not something you see a lot of, but yeah, Munga stepped in front. Burns had all her momentum going in. And again, too, that's a move we just saw Burns do that last quarter when she went around her defender, went straight into the lane. So again, a good defensive stand there by Aberdeen to draw the charge and get them the ball back as they still trail only by a point, 10-9, with plenty of time, 6:45 left to go before half.
And it doesn't seem like much, but you could hear this Aberdeen crowd after that one. They really got into it. It was an exciting play for them, and that could be something that pushes them over the edge. We'll have to see how this possession goes. They go right side over to Barry. Barry tries to get to the top of the key, stuck there. Goes left wing over to Waldo. Waldo back to the right wing. That's going to be Grease, the 5'5 senior. Again, down under 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Not much going on for this Aberdeen Central offense. Down to 5 seconds. They go right wing. Where's Waldo? There she is, a three-point shot. Couldn't get it to fall. It got in and out of the hands of Landry Wilson. Ended up into the hands of Barry, and then it was a bounce pass to Munga. Couldn't go through her legs, and they go back top of the key here. So another fresh 35 down to 23 seconds. They get an open look, a three-point shot there, and that was Malchow in the corner. So all of a sudden, that charge play on the other side, get a couple opportunities after some rebounds, and then they get the three-point shot.
And again, that's something too Aberdeen maybe talked about before the game, is we need to utilize 20-25 seconds of the shot clock. You know, maybe from the last time these two played, Brookings maybe had the ball too many times, or I don't know what it was, but nonetheless, maybe that could have been part of Aberdeen's game plan, is let's just run through our offense and get good looks. It's something they have done so far, because like you said, I think you have said shot clock under 10 6-7 times already this afternoon.
A couple of subs coming in. It'll be Wellman, Hermanson, and then I believe it was, I want to double check here. Yeah, I think it was Heddick coming in as well, the 5'5 junior. First free throw was in and out. Second free throw in and out from Logan Smith. And then it was Shelsta with the rebound, but it's going to be Hermanson coming in to cause the jump ball. Bobcats will keep the basketball here with 5:47 remaining in the second quarter, trailing by 2. So a nice little comeback here for the Golden Eagles. They got down early, had a chance to maybe fold over, but they've been continuing to fight against this Bobcat team as Smith tries to drive in, and then she's going to be called for a travel. So the momentum has shifted completely here, Alec, especially after that charge play, and that's what we talked about. One play like that on defense sparks everything.
Exactly, the definite game changer. So right now, how can Brookings respond to that? You know, they come out with a little bit of a press, nothing too overwhelming for Aberdeen as they're able to get across half court, but we'll see how they can respond on defense, because right now all the momentum is on the Golden Eagles side.
Good take there from Heddick. Heddick went baseline, got past Shelsta. Shelsta brought her arm down, so it will be a foul on her, and that should be now the 6th team foul, her first. So no more fouls to give here, and they still have 5.5 remaining in the second quarter, so possible bonus play for the Golden Eagles. Free throws upcoming for Heddick. First one rattles around, gets it to fall, so Heddick gets her first point of the game for the Golden Eagles. Currently 6 different scorers for this Eagles team, so nobody has made a second basket, but you've got 6 different players getting at least a point, so a balanced scoring attack here is helping with this 3-point lead, as the second one was off the mark, and a rebound goes to the Bobcats, trailing by 3 here with 5:20 in the second quarter. They go top of the key to Burns. Now they try and get it to Shelsta on the right block. Again, she had the positioning, lays it in with the right hand. Shelsta now has 10 points. She's got 10 of the 12 for the Bobcats, and they trail by 1 with just over 5 minutes.
And again, that was an excellent pass down low to Shelsta, and also an excellent job by Shelsta to hold off Hermanson, who's trying to fight as much as she can to get around. But nonetheless, Shelsta did a great job of holding her back, catch, and a nice right-handed finish.
Grease went coast to coast there, had a good look at a left-handed layup, but Shelsta wisely this time kept her hands up and got the block, so it'll be Golden Eagle basketball left baseline as they get it in. They go top of the key to Heddick. They go right side. It was a set play for a 3-point shot for Grease, and it was well off the mark, and luckily for the Bobcats, it was tipped last by the Golden Eagles, so Bobcats will have the ball here with 4:51 left in the second quarter, trailing by 1, 13-12. Smith goes right side again, man-to-man defense, so they're going to continue to do what they do. They get it to Wilson. Wilson yet to score today. We talked about her trying to get some quick starts. She drove in on the left baseline, was fouled on the way there, so it'll be on the ground. We've got a push there. I didn't see who that one was on, and it is going to be on Taryn Heddick, the 5'5 junior. So only 4 team fouls for the Golden Eagles, and now it's a baseline play here for the Brookings Bobcats. They get it into Shelsta, left block, tries to finish over the top of the 5'11 8th grader in Hermanson, and it's going to be Hermanson who fouls her on the way up. So 2 more free throws upcoming from Shelsta. Bobcats doing a great job of getting opportunities for Shelsta on the block, Alec, especially if the Golden Eagles are going to continue with man-to-man defense.
Yeah, and that's something, too. We said it before the game as Shelsta connects on the first, tying it at 13. But yeah, we said it before the game. If Aberdeen is going to be in a man-to-man defense, they're going to have to work extremely hard, knowing Shelsta has the size advantage on whoever is guarding her as she connects on the second. And we're going to see Malchow check in the game for Waldo, and I don't think anybody checked in.
No, they did. They gave Shelsta a break.
Malky, I believe Paige Malky checked in for Shelsta.
So another good post presence for the Bobcats here again. Shelsta, she's got 12 of the 14 points, so some of these Bobcat players are going to have to step up, and this is an opportunity for Paige Malky to take on this 5'11 8th grader. They're stuck at the right wing, and it was Kyra Grease there guarded by, I think it was Gracie Sheridan, and she got a 5-second call there. So the defensive intensity has been fantastic this second quarter.
Yeah, and again, a 5-second call, not something you see a whole lot of when you pick up the dribble. Maybe when girls are dribbling and you apply that pressure. So great defense there by Gracie Sheridan. Caused the turnover, get Brookings the ball back, but nonetheless it's going to be no turnover there. Almost a turnover by Brookings, but ball kind of bounced around. They were able to get it back. Shot clock did not reset, so they're down to about 15 as we're going back and forth here, and
it's going to be a foul. Yeah, so it was Burns and Grease going after the ball near half court, and they're going to say Burns pushed off. I thought they were said over and back originally, but a foul on Burns there, and now that is the 7th team foul as Jaden Devine checks in, and will give Burns a break because that was her second. So now free throws upcoming here, and it is going to be Grease, the 5'5 senior. She's got 3 points already, and it does look like the Bobcats are going to bring in Shelsta for an offensive possession.
In a discussion here from the refs, not I guess sure what they are discussing. As you had mentioned, Burns was called for the foul, and since Brookings was already at 17 fouls, it was going to be a 1-and-1 regardless. So like I said, not sure what they are discussing, but I don't know.
Now one of the refs, he came over and talking with the coaching staff, so it is not going to be free throws. I don't know if that was based on the scenario, because it was that kind of offensive foul. So
yep.
I suppose no free throws there, and they'll take it out from the sideline near the table. So they get it into Grease guarded by Sheridan, and now we do have a man-to-man defense here for the Bobcats. So first time they've done that tonight. Nice take down the baseline there. It was Taryn Heddick, but she got stopped along the way, hit the side of the backboard. Bobcats push to the other side. It's Devine in the right corner. It was in and out of the hands of Smith, and it gets taken away by Wellman. Wellman, the 5'9 senior, drives to the other side. Logan Smith fell hard to the ground. No whistle there, and it is going to be a wide-open Hermanson who catches it and lays it in with the left hand. And we got to be careful here because right now it looks like Logan Smith is holding her head. So I don't know if she was trying to take the charge, and you wonder if the back of her head hit the ground. And, of course, anytime that happens, you're going to have to do concussion protocols. And that could be a big blow to this Bobcat team, Alec.
Exactly, and she definitely did try to slide in front and take the charge. It was a little too late. And like you said, she was on the court for a good 5-10 seconds holding that head. You could see she wanted to stay in, but if you go down like that, hit your head and hold it, obviously, yes, you do have to come out just to make sure everything is okay.
And, of course, credit to Logan Smith. She wanted to stay in, but it was the trainer who came out and said, no, you got to come off. As a nice take there from Hamrick, and she drips it in off the glass. So now a 16-15 lead here for the Bobcats. Back and forth in this second quarter. Just over 3 minutes to go here in this first half. They go a skip pass to the left side. That's going to be Grease. Grease gets to the free throw line, gets it to a cutting Wellman, and it is going to be a travel before the pass. So a break here for the Bobcats, a chance to extend this lead a little bit more, get some breathing room at 16-15 with just under 3 minutes here in the second quarter.
And you can see Aberdeen staying in that man-to-man defense, so Brookings is going to do everything they can do as they go down low to Shelsta, who makes a nice pass to Hamrick, who goes with a reverse layup, rebounded by Shelsta. She's going to put it in for another two. I think Hamrick was a little too far underneath the hoop, but she also knew she had nowhere else to go, so kind of just had to throw it up. Nonetheless, Shelsta grabs the rebound. She puts it in, giving Brookings now an 18-15 lead with 2:30 left to go before half.
Shelsta with 14 of the 18 for the Bobcats. They go left side. Nice take there for Grease. Grease goes driving in. It was going against Sheridan. Just went with the left-hand dribble, and it is going to be Sheridan who picks up the foul. So 8th team foul for the Bobcats, and it is Sheridan's first personal. Not a bad foul there. Not much you can do. Again, it was an aggressive take by Kyra Grease. 2 free throws upcoming. A chance to get this lead slimmed down. First one in and out. Another one upcoming here. Still 18-15 as Taryn Heddick, the 5'5 junior, will give Carly Wellman, the 5'9 senior, a break. So the Bobcats here sitting in a good situation, Alec. It, can only give up at least 1 point here if she does knock this one down, and she does. So 1 point for her from the line there. Still an 18-16 lead, but realistically, you just need to keep running your offense and finding Shelsta down low. I don't think it needs to be too complicated.
No, it's not. And again, it's going to be a foul there. Kyra Grease will pick up the foul. That'll be Aberdeen's 6th team foul, so still no bonus yet for the Bobcats. But no, if Aberdeen's going to stay in this man-to-man defense, Brookings has to continue to have 3 girls on one side, 2 on the other. You make those 2 quick swing passes. As long as Shelsta can keep holding off her defender, like I said, she's going to keep getting layup after layup down low.
Landry Wilson, top of the key, almost got it knocked away by Heddick. They go right wing over to Hamrick. Now they try and get Devine to cut through up to the top of the key. Now there's a nice backdoor cut there by Sheridan, and then she gets a nice pass to Shelsta. Shelsta couldn't finish the first, gets another rebound on offense, and lays it in on the second attempt. So again, she's continuing to miss that first attempt and get an extra rebound, Alex. So doing it the hard way, but nonetheless still getting 2 points out of the deal.
Not sure what her teammates did to her before the game to take away all these assists. Excellent passes we've seen. Nonetheless, Shelsta is continuing to grab her own misses, put them in. Brookings now has a 4-point lead. It's 20-16 with 1:40 left to go. Nice defense there by Jane Devine, but it's tipped back to Aberdeen. Like always, we're under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to have to get something up here quick.
Munga tries to go left and then tries to go right. Shelsta just getting a little too aggressive in the lane there, and it was only with about 5 seconds left. So that'll be Shelsta picking up her second, I believe, and still a bonus situation. That's the 9th team foul for the Bobcats.
And again, like you had said, there was only, I think, 4 or 5 seconds left on the shot clock, so you knew a shot was coming. Unfortunately, Shelsta was just a little too close, came down to draw the foul. So yes, it's 1-1. Shelsta looks like she's going to stay in the game as Munga connects on the first, making it a 20-17 Brookings lead. So now here's where Shelsta has to be obviously extremely careful, because you can't have her picking up her third with only 1:28 left to go before the half.
Yeah, and I suppose with her being here for the rebound, she'll at least get a chance on offense, and if they can maybe draw a foul, they'll get a chance to sub them out. Rebound goes to Landry Wilson, who pushes it ahead over to Sheridan. Sheridan stuck at the right wing, goes Shelsta top of the key. They're going to want to get her to the block. Still man-to-man as Sheridan falls to the ground. They go right wing to Sheridan after she got up. Now Shelsta gets it down low. One dribble with the left hand and knocks it in off the glass. So Shelsta having an unbelievable first half. She's got 18 of the 22 points for the Brookings Bobcats, and it's a 5-point lead here as we are officially under 1 minute in this first half. Top of the key, it is Malchow. Goes right wing over to Heddick. Heddick guarded by Hamrick. Hamrick getting those hands on there. Got to be careful because any foul in these last 45 seconds will be double bonus. They go top of the key. Waldo goes left side over to Heddick. Goes baseline. Good straight up defense from the Bobcats there. And then it was Wilson who mistimed the rebound. Ends up into the hands on the outside of Malchow. And she hits down her second three-pointer of the game. And that was a big one. Cuts the lead to 2, 22-20. Shot clock is off with 25 seconds on the game clock. Hamrick staying top of the key near the logo, just dribbling around, finally goes right wing over to Devine. And then we got a whistle down low, and it is going to be Munga. And it looked like an animated call there from the referee. Stuck the knee out, and yeah, got a knee into Shelsta's.
What you call that a foul? A knee?
I suppose you'd classify it as a push. Just, you're not using your hands, but you're pushing her out of the lane with the knee. Yeah. So again, a great situation. It worked out extremely well. Shelsta didn't get a foul on defense, and now she's sent to the line here for 1-on-1. So if she can knock down both of them, they can get her out for this last defensive possession.
And again, Chelsea, excellent free throw shooter, has made both of hers so far today. First one is up, and that's called a broadcaster jinx as she misses that one, giving Aberdeen the ball with 13 seconds left to go before half. They trail by 2.
Oh, and Heddick there, they actually left Heddick and it got tipped away. She tried getting it down to Hermanson, down to 6 seconds. Hammer cuts it all the way ahead. Nice pass there. They get it to Landry Wilson, who lays it in just before the buzzer. It was a skip pass, about a 3/4 pass there up ahead to Gracie Sheridan, and she had a little nice underhand dish to Landry Wilson, who laid it in, but right before the buzzer. And at halftime, it's a 24-20 lead for the Brookings Bobcats over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. We'll take a 3-minute break here. When we come back, we'll have halftime statistics and more analysis for you. You're listening to Bobcat Girls Basketball, K Country 102.3, back in 3.
All right, Bobcat fans, please direct your attention to the east basket for our new 3 shots contest. In a minute, 2 contestants will have 35 seconds to make a layup, 3-pointer, and a half-court shot. If a contestant makes a layup, she will receive a bottle of water from our concession stand. If she sinks a 3-pointer, she'll earn a $10 Cubby's gift card, and if she drains a half-court shot, she'll receive a $100 Walmart gift card. Our first contestant is Taylor Debrinsky. Are you ready, Taylor? On your marks. Get set, go. That's water bottle.
18 points out of the team's 24 in that first half. It's a 24-20 lead here for the Brookings Bobcats at the half. So obviously scoring at a minimum for the rest of the Bobcats. You had 3 players score 2 points, and it was Hamrick, Burns, and Wilson. Landry Wilson, of course, laying it in just before the buzzer there after that nice assist from Gracie Sheridan. She's got a couple in that first half. Taking a look at Aberdeen Central, they've got 7 different scorers leading the way for them. It is Anna Malchow. She's got those 2 3-point shots, and those were big ones, Alex. She's up to 6.
Exactly, and like you had mentioned, Shelston with 18 and some unbelievable passes from the Bobcats. And we've said it too, Ainsley has 4 offensive rebounds. I think 2, if not 3 of those should have been assists. So again, you love to see the ball movement from the Bobcats. Going back to that before half, excellent pass from Gracie Sheridan, getting it to Landry Wilson, and that was her first bucket of the game. You know, something before the game we had talked about was she needs to get it going early, you know, to build that confidence. But again, when Aberdeen is in man-to-man defense, she knows that Ainsley is going to do so much work down low, and we've seen it, like you said, 18 points and 5 rebounds through 16 minutes of play.
And the trend continues from what we've seen so far. Only 1 3-point shot in that first half, and I think it was from Claire Burns. So nobody else has taken a 3-point shot, and I can see why. When you've got Shelston 8 of 12 from the field, there's no reason to start jacking up some 3-pointers. But again, it would be nice to see players like Ostreim and even Gracie Sheridan. Again, she's got 3 assists, so she's doing plenty. But it'd be nice to see them get a shot up, and even if they miss that one shot, at least get a little confidence and say, okay, got a shot up, look good out of the hands. Right, maybe didn't go in, but there's no reason to stop there.
Exactly, and again, you have to get those shots up too, because if your first shot isn't until the 3rd, if not the 4th quarter, and you haven't shot a ball for 20, 25 minutes, it's going to be tough. So yeah, you'd like to see those girls get a few shots up, but nonetheless, when Ainsley is doing what she's been doing down low, that's huge, and that was something we said before the game that Brookings will have to do if they want to come out of here with a win. And again, the other thing we had talked about was turnovers. I know my goal for them was 15 or less. Looking at it, through 2 quarters, only 6 turnovers. That's huge. If they can replicate that here in the second half, Coach McClagan and staff would be very pleased with having at the most 12, 13 turnovers.
Yeah, so if they can match that in the second half, they're doing fantastic. One of the things we haven't seen was some poor free throw shooting from the Bobcats. Again, they were only 4 of 9 in that first half, and Aberdeen Central, again, they were 4 of 10. So both sides struggling from the charity stripe. We feel like in the past couple games we've done, the Bobcats have taken advantage from the free throw line. Last game that we saw, they were 16 of 22, and that was about 10 in a row to finish off that game. And in a game like this where you are battling back and forth, it's only a 4-point advantage at halftime. Those can come back to haunt you in the end.
For sure. So nonetheless, they missed 6 free throws last time out of 22 attempts. They've already missed 5 today. But I guess if you're ever going to miss your free throws, you'd rather miss them in the first half rather than the second half, because again, it's a 4-point game. Free throws are going to make a huge difference here late in the game. So I guess if Brookings is going to miss their free throws, do it now and not later.
Looking at both teams, 6 of 17 from the field were the Golden Eagles, 35%. They took 9 3-pointers, made 4 of them, so 44% there. So hopefully they, for their sake, they had a chance to take a look at some of the statistics or talk over a few things and say, hey, we've had success from the 3-point line. So if they can continue to get opportunities, and especially from players like Malchow, who's got 2 of them, and Kyra Grease has 1, and then so does Waldo as well. So no reason to shy away from the 3-point shots. If you look at their team, Bobcats much better, way more efficient than the Golden Eagles so far in the first half. 10 of 19, 52%. And again, we talked about the lone 3-point shot miss there, so haven't connected on one of those. But again, anytime you're up over 45% in a half, Alec, you're usually going to be successful.
Oh, exactly. And I think, too, Brookings comes back out, and I think they do stay in the zone. Granted, Aberdeen, yes, shooting 44%, and you think one of them was that shot clock expiring 3, which was great defense by the Bobcats, just I guess a better shot. And then you think back to another one of those Aberdeen 3s, got the very friendly roll off the back, went up and down, and then so nonetheless, those are 2 3s that could have potentially been missed, and you go from 4 of 9 to 2 of 9. So I think Brookings stays in that zone. I wouldn't say Aberdeen has shot their way out of it quite yet. So I'm curious to see what Aberdeen does on the defensive end. Like you had said, maybe they go in and look, hey, Brookings only shot 1 3. Let's stay in the zone and make them shoot themselves out of it, because the man-to-man defense has just not been working in their favor.
Yeah, looking at largest lead for Aberdeen Central was 2. Brookings had an 8-point lead there late in that second quarter. Again, it was a 3-point shot from Malchow later on to cut into that lead. And then, of course, they extended it to 4 with that last-second layup by Landry Wilson. Both quarters won by the Bobcats. So, again, we've talked about it 5,000 times this year, Alec. You win those first 2 quarters or whatever. You stay competitive after the first 2 quarters. How can they respond in this third quarter? Again, we'll see how they respond being the favorite in this game. Again, we talked about being on paper. It favors the Bobcats. They won the first matchup. They've got a better record. Everything is leaning towards the Bobcats. How can they respond in the second half? Are they going to be complacent, or are they going to be able to step on the throttle and just continue to go?
I think if they can come out and have a good first few possessions, you're up 4. If you can get that up 10 points through that third quarter and take Aberdeen's momentum out of the game, I think that's what they have to do, because, again, you go back to that Claire Burns charge where all momentum shifted to Aberdeen. You know, they do have what it takes to get back in the game. It's only a 4-point game, but I think if Brookings can come out here their first few possessions and build that lead from 4 from anywhere up to 8 or 10, I think they can use that to continue it and then hopefully get out of here with a win.
And the Golden Eagles have to feel pretty confident. Shelsta's got 18 and they're only down 4. It's only a 4-point deficit, so they got to feel pretty good about where they're at. If they can eliminate Shelsta from this second half, they have every chance to win this ball game as we get set to go here. So the halftime show brought to you by Active Heating, serving you in Watertown and Brookings as well. Temperature continues to stay above 30, so that's good to see. Again, we'll have to see what happens this weekend into next week as we are set to go here, and it'll be Aberdeen Central basketball to inbound, heading to our right.
If you would have told me Ainsley Shelsta's 18 points in the first half was not the most points scored in half by Bobcat this year, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah, why don't you remind some of our listeners of who had more?
I mean, going back to that last boys game that we called, Jake Ammon put up 21 points in the first half of all Brookings 21, and that's going to be a foul on, I think it's going to be Shelsta.
That's a quick one. And that's
going to
be
that's her third.
Yep.
So right now you wonder what Coach McClagan does. 3 fouls, 23 seconds into the third quarter, and you can tell right now he's talking with staff. Do you take her out when Brookings hasn't even had the ball on offense yet, or do you play it? Or I guess do you play the risk and keep her in? Looks like they are going to keep her in as Munga connects on the first. So right now, even as if you're Aberdeen, you kind of have to know attack Shelsta, whether it's offense or defense, because she's got 3 fouls.
Well, we mentioned that right before the inbound there, so great execution from the Golden Eagles to get Shelsta down low in a position where she was vulnerable, as Munga does knock down both free throws, cuts the lead to 2 here. It's 24-22, and they do have Paige Malky going to the table, so expect to see if they can get Shelsta in on offense or take her, or give her a little bit of a break here as Wilson drives in. A great take there with the right hand, and she gets it to fall. So 4 points here for Landry Wilson, starting off this second half just like she finished the first half.
And that's a great take for her, because you know that Shelsta is going to come out at the next possibility, as it's a 3-pointer from Anna Malchow, giving Aberdeen a 1-point deficit, 26-25. Anyway, going back to that was a great take by Landry Wilson, because they're going to have to rely on her to score. Now, like I said, next dead ball, Shelsta is going to be coming out of the game.
One person the Bobcats cannot leave is Malchow. It's her third 3-pointer. She's got 9 points, a long 3 there off the backboard by Landry Wilson. Again, good to see her shooting, just not the result she wanted, staying confident. It was a nice take down the left side. I think it was Kyra Grease, and she went into, I want to say it was Claire Burns, so I finally get one right here. It is Burns, and that is Burns' 3rd foul now. So the Bobcats, 2 players with 3 fouls, Shelsta and Burns, and those both players are going to check out of the ball game as Sheridan and Malky come in. So
also 2 quick fouls,
yeah,
again, bonus. Going back to that last half, Aberdeen got to the line 10 times thanks to the bonus. It was a pass from Abby Berry that went right through the hands of Kyra Grease. So lucky break there for the Bobcats, but still 2 extremely fast fouls here in the third. Last thing Brookings wants is to be in this close of a game and letting Aberdeen get into that 1-and-1.
Logan will take control of the offense, gets across the half-court line, back to a 2-3 zone for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. No surprise there. Had positioning down low with Malky. Didn't get it to her. They get it back out to Logan Smith. Logan Smith drives in, and Munga just kind of stood there. She hit a brick wall, no call. Munga didn't fall down, and it was Smith who hit the floor. And just overall good defense. Again, Munga using her size to her advantage, and now it's the Golden Eagles with a chance to take the lead. Munga with the defensive stop down there, and now she gets the left hand turnaround hook to fall here. So 2 good possessions for Munga, and just like that, it's a 27-26 lead for these Golden Eagles of Aberdeen. They go left side to Sheridan. Nice pass there. She had 3 assists in the first half. Gets another one here to Malky as she lays it in off the glass. So great passing from the junior and Gracie Sheridan today, Alec.
And that's just, again, that's just an amazing pass. You know, at this
Being a team player.
That's what I mean. At this level, 2 girls, when they have that open look, like Gracie Sheridan had, she had a chance. It's going to be out of bounds there, Brookings' ball. But, I mean, at this level, anytime a girl gets around her defender like Gracie Sheridan did, it's just a nice little floater. She saw Malky's defender step up, and it's one simple bounce pass for a wide open layup. It's just unbelievable ball movement there by the Bobcats.
Continuing zone defense, they go right side to Sheridan. Hit a 3-pointer last game, deep into that second half. Nice pass there. It was a cutting hammer, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound goes to Taryn Hermanson, the 8th grader for Aberdeen Central. They cut it to the right side, and a little bit of contact there from Smith. She kind of dove out of bounds, went into Carly Wellman, the 5'9 senior. No foul there, but it was tipped last by Brookings, so it'll be inbounds here to the Golden Eagles. 5:16 remaining, again a 28-27 lead here for the Brookings Bobcats. Almost a 5-second call. They just got it in before it to Wellman at the top of the key. They go back to the corner in Grease. Grease trying to get it down low to Hermanson. Hermanson's there. It's 2 Bobcats coming in. It was Malky and Sheridan there, and I think that one is going to be on Sheridan. It was the 3rd team foul, 2nd personal for Sheridan. So fouls starting to mount here for the Bobcats early on in the second half, Alec.
I mean, 3 team fouls is something you maybe hope for after a whole quarter, not 3 minutes into the third quarter, not even 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. So right now Brookings, again, has to be extremely careful. Now you can't obviously relax on defense. You're only up by 1. Unfortunately, though, you know, the refs are calling it. So, yeah, you've got 3 team fouls. You're 4 away from the bonus for a whole third quarter, possibly fourth quarter.
Pass right there
right to Landry Wilson, who goes coast to coast.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. It was
kind of threw it right to her.
It was Wellman inbounding, and it looked like she was trying to get it over the top, and it just didn't get it high enough. And I think even Landry Wilson was surprised there, but she'll take the free layup on the other side. So
nice
Wilson now up to 6
Wilson.
points. Tips that one away, ends up in the hands of Wellman again. Wellman stuck in the corner. There was a Bobcat flying out of bounds. They get it down to Hermanson. Good little up and under there with a left hook, just short. And credit to her as an 8th grader. Again, you can see the prospect in her there with that move, Alex. She's got a bright future ahead as they get it down low to Hamrick. Gets it to Smith. First 3-point opportunity for her. Bounces around, can't get it to fall. And then it was Munga who tipped it around and couldn't grab the ball. And it's out of bounds on the Golden Eagles. So a good look there for Logan Smith. Only the second 3-point shot of the game for these Bobcats. They're 0 for 2, but it's nice to see someone like that. And Logan Smith, she's got pure form, so it's good to see her get opportunities beyond the arc, Alec.
Yeah, exactly. It was a really nice shot. It was an open look, and we said it too. Role play. Gracie Sheridan shoots a 3 from the left wing off the mark. Rebound by Paige Malky, who goes up and missed it. Good take there by Malky. Good aggressive rebound. But again, girls like Sheridan and Logan Smith, the Bobcats are going to have to rely on them here in the game with Ainsley Shelsta out, so they're going to have to continue to shoot it if they want to see that ball go in the hoop.
It's good to see Malky get an offensive rebound as well, so doing a good job of taking over for Shelsta so far. And then on the left wing, it was Arilee Waldo who dribbled it off her foot, so it'll be Bobcat basketball. A couple of turnovers here haunting these Golden Eagles as Shelsta does come in for Malky. So Malky gets a nice ovation as she leaves the game. Going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here on the air as I think it was timeout for the Golden Eagles. So again, right now 30-27 here in favor of the Bobcats. Couple of turnovers here the last few possessions have kind of taken the Golden Eagles out of it, Alex.
Exactly, too, and you see Ainsley Shelsta did check back in. So again, she has to be extremely smart knowing she has 3 fouls, especially on the defensive end. You know, again, she has that height advantage down low. Aberdeen hasn't really been taking charges, I would say, on her. So I wouldn't say she has to wear on the offensive end. It's more that defensive end. She needs to know to go straight up. She cannot afford to go for any sort of block when you have 3 fouls and there's still 3:57 left to go in the third.
Well, we do have an update on the boys game, Alec, in Aberdeen. Must have been a quick one. Again, I know we started a little late here, but it's just after 4 o'clock. It's a final score from there, and it was Aberdeen Central coming up with the win. It was 71-43 over Brookings there. So again, a long bus ride, a tough trip for the Bobcats, Alec, as they lose by 28 to the Golden Eagles. They go top of the key to Hamrick. Right side to Sheridan, trying to get it to Shelsta. Better defense there from Munga. They go left corner. Another 3-point opportunity from Logan Smith just off the front iron. Munga came up with the rebound. Sheridan came in. I think they're going to say she knocked it away. So it will be Golden Eagle basketball, and actually worked in favor for the Bobcats as they can get Shelsta out now for this defensive possession.
And again, you could see excellent pass by Shelsta to a wide open three for Logan Smith, but then you could see too, normally Shelsta goes for those rebounds. She wasn't anywhere near the hoop after the miss. She knew that she has been told you cannot pick up a foul. She kind of just started going back on defense to not pick up a foul. Nice rebound there by Logan Smith, pushing it the other way up to Hamrick. Hamrick down to Gracie Sheridan, who kicks it out to Landry Wilson. Three from the left wing, got it.
A good shot there from Wilson. So Wilson now up to 9 points. First three-point basket for the Bobcats, and that's just what they needed from Landry Wilson to see one go in, especially from the three-point line. Now extending the lead to 6 here, and we have 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Good passing by the Bobcats, good shooting from the Bobcats. They go Wellman at the elbow, and then Sheridan went up, and it was a little dramatic there, I thought, from Carly Wellman, the 5'9" senior, went up at the right elbow, and it was Sheridan coming in with the hand, and either way gets the call. So 2 free throws upcoming for Wellman, and now that's 3 fouls on Sheridan and 4 team fouls on the Bobcats.
And again, Sheridan's done such an unbelievable job this afternoon with her passing as Wellman misses the first. Ashton Ostrom's going to check in for Gracie Sheridan, and again, that's her third. Shelsta has 3, Burns has 3. So again, some of these big role players for Brookings, as we also see Malchow check in.
Hermanson as well.
For Heddick, but still Brookings has to continue to do a good job on that defensive end. Granted, yes, they do have 4 team fouls to Aberdeen's 0, so we could see Aberdeen get to the bonus here. Hopefully not in the third quarter, because that's the last thing Brookings would want as they are
nice
up by 6.
There to Smith, and she takes it in and one. What a move there! It was, my goodness, it was Landry Wilson who went to the corner. Nice little handoff, kind of turned into almost a pick and roll, and Logan Smith just took it all the way to the right side and laid it in after the contact. So the freshman getting her first points of the afternoon. Good to see, Alec.
Exactly, and that was one too that we said has to see the ball go in the hoop, especially with Shelsta being out, and she had 18 points in the first half. Brookings was relying on her. So here's where those other girls like Landry and Logan and Sheridan and Ostrom have to step up, and we've seen it so far this quarter from Landry and Logan.
She does not complete the three-point play. She's 0 for 3 from the free throw line this afternoon. Uncharacteristic from her so far, but again, nice to see her get a basket here in this third quarter. It's a 35-27 lead for the Bobcats with 2.5 remaining. A deep three-point shot from Kyra Grease, the 5'5" senior, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound ends up into the hands of Malchow. Malchow goes to the corner, gonna dribble, tries to get it to the top of the key. She does, gets it to Waldo. Waldo goes right wing over to Grease, back to Waldo. Had an opportunity to shoot a 3, didn't even look at the basket. Goes left side to Malchow. We're down to 15 on the shot clock. Zone defense continuing to be a problem for this Golden Eagle offense. They get it down to Hermanson, fakes left, then goes right, gets her defender in the air, down to 7 seconds. A three-point shot, almost banked it in. It was Aralee Waldo, and it's off the mark. Rebound goes to the Bobcats. So a great defensive possession there from Brookings, and now a chance to get the lead to double digits possibly on this side. Ostrom at the left wing, gets it top of the key to Burns. Right side over to Smith, tried to get it down low to Malky. It was tipped away by Hermanson, so Bobcats will take it underneath their basket. Jaden Devine will give Logan Smith a break.
And here's a time, too, like we've talked about. Here's where the role players really have to step up. You have Wilson, you have Logan, and you have Ainsley all out on the bench. So who can step up for the Bobcats here with the last minute 37 to get them a few more buckets to try and extend this 8-point lead to maybe a 10-point lead?
He tried to get it to Malky, it was tipped back out, so Malky got it behind the three-point line, gets it down low to Ostrom, got spacing there, and she lays it in off the glass on the right side. Another nice assist from these Bobcats, Alec, and now it's a 10-point lead here with 1:15 remaining.
Excellent ball movement that we've seen through the 2 3/4 quarters of play, so you expect to see it for the remainder of the game. It's a three-pointer in and out from Waldo, rebounded by the Bobcats. They're going to push it the other way.
Devine slows it down at the right corner. Goes left side, then they get it to Ostrom. Just had a chance at a three-pointer, and that's where we talked about her getting that confidence, taking one of those shots. Again, she laid one in the possession before. Who knows what could happen on a three-point shot. It's Burns stuck on the right wing, gets it to Ostrom, top of the key. Tried to get it down low. It was Hamrick cutting across, and I think she cut in front of Malky, so the pass goes out of bounds, so a turnover there. And that's, again, what we want to see from these players when they have opportunities to shoot the 3, especially players like Ashton Ostrom. We want to see her take those, whether she makes it or not.
Yeah, it was an open look, and again, just didn't shoot it. Nonetheless, giving Bobcats a little more time on their offensive possession. Just missed that one, like you had said. Malky and Hammer kind of both in the same spot as we see a missed shot from Barry. Offensive rebound by Hermanson. She missed, and it's going to be off the foot of,
I think it was Burns, yeah.
So it'll stay Aberdeen ball underneath on the right side.
Good hustle there by Hermanson going for the rebound, ended up tipping it down, and unfortunately for Burns, just hit off her shoe. And Wilson will check in for Devine here, so 24.8 on the clock. Inbounds play from the left baseline. It'll be Waldo to throw it in. A little bit of a box set. They're trying to get it over the top, and it goes right into the hands of Hamrick. So under 20 seconds here, Hamrick pushing to the other side. Nice bounce pass there. Gets a left-hand finish from Malky there. Good passing again from these Bobcats, Alec. Unbelievable court vision they've had so far in 3 quarters of play, and it's a 12-point lead.
And that was a perfectly executed 2-on-1. Hamrick went all the way down. Excellent bounce pass. It's going to be a Hermanson rebound there, put in for 2 off of, I wasn't sure if it was a pass or a missed layup. Nonetheless, put it in, which was a big bucket for Aberdeen as they trail by 10 after 3. It's 39-29, Bobcats lead.
We'll take a break here. Back in a minute. K-Country 102.3.
Visit Aberdeen.org/orthopedics to learn more. First Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of Bobcat arts and athletic programs because we believe everyone should play hard and bank easy. Visit any of our 4 Brookings locations. And our ID food store is proud to be a friend of Brookings High School and to support Bobcat athletic teams, fine arts programs, and student organizations.
Welcome back, everybody. 4th quarter just beginning here, and Bob, Josted, Jim, only 1 turnover in that 3rd quarter for the Bobcats. Nice take there from Grease, who lays in and off the glass. She's up to 6 points for the Golden Eagles, now only an 8-point lead here for the Bobcats. But overall, a pretty good 3rd quarter there from the Brookings Bobcats. I thought it was a good response after those first 2, Alec.
Yeah, really good 3rd quarter. And again, a lot of that was with Shelsta, Landry Wilson, Shelsta and, Claire Burns on the bench with those fouls, and Gracie Sheridan, someone who's made some unbelievable passes today. So now that you've got them back out on the court, hoping, to extend this 8-point lead that they have.
They skip it to the top of the key. It was from underneath the basket, got it to Ostreim. She goes to Burns in the quarter. Back top of the key to Wilson. Wilson guarded by Barry, gets it to Shelsta down low. Before she even got the shot up, going to be a push there on Munga, and not a bad foul, really. Munga was out of position, and just nothing she could do there, and I think Shelsta would have laid it in as she did, so it would have been a basket for her anyways. Still 39-31, 7:19 remaining in this ball game. They get it to a cutting Wilson. Good defense there. Wilson dribbled it off her foot, ends up into the hands of Grease, and now Malchow can run the offense here for the Golden Eagles. Malchow, again, 3-pointers today so far. Have to be careful with her with this zone defense especially. Good take there by Grease, kind of out of control. A little bit of contact on the way. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Smith of Brookings. They go to Wilson. Wilson hit a 3-pointer already, just off the mark from the corner on this one. A good-looking shot there, and we're under 7 minutes here. Still 39-31 in favor of the Bobcats. They go right side over to Waldo. Zone defense here for the Bobcats. They get it to Munga. Tries to go top of the key to Malchow. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. They go right side over to Barry. Barry guarded by Smith. Going to be a switch here at the top of the key. They go corner. Corner, Grease tries to drive in, a little left-hand hook from about 6-7 feet over the top of Shelsta. What a finish that was. So Grease starting to heat up here a little bit in this 4th quarter. She's got four 4th quarter points, now up to 8 on the ball game.
And again, we've seen the momentum that Aberdeen can bring to a game. It's still going back, to that first half charge on Claire Burns, the momentum they brought. So, you know, they only trail by 6. Offensive rebound by Shelsta after a Logan Smith miss, and it's going to be an and one. Count the basket for Ainsley Shelsta. Foul was on, I'm not sure. 11. The foul was on Malchow. So it's going to send Shelsta to the line for 1 as Sophia Hamrick checks in for Claire Burns, and Gracie Sheridan checks in for Ashton Ostrein. Paige Malky is going to check in for Ainsley Shelsta if she can convert on the free throw.
For the Golden Eagles, it was Heddick, Wellman, and Hermanson back in for them. So Shelsta here did not score in that third quarter. Gets right to it here in the fourth quarter. Gets a quick 3 points there the old-fashioned way. She's up to 21. So the Bobcats did a good job of taking over the scoring when Shelsta was out. Again, he had a couple baskets from Malky. Had a nice finish there from Logan Smith as well. They go corner. Gets stuck there. They go to Hermanson. Hermanson, middle of the lane. Good defense by Malky. Malky going straight up again. The Eagle fans want a foul there, but again, there's straight up defense there from Malky. Good job. They force it out. Then they go left side. Malchow had a chance at a 3. Couldn't take it. Good closeout defense from the Bobcats. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. She gets a little bit of space. Grease, it's a 3-pointer here. So Grease, just like that, she's got unbelievable. She's got 7 fourth quarter points here. She's up to 11 for the ball game. So Grease keeping these Golden Eagles in it. Hamrick stuck down low. They try and get it to the corner. They get it to Logan Smith, who tried to dive out of bounds there. Hopefully she's okay. She is. And now Shelsta's going to check in for Malky. Coming in for the Golden Eagles, Waldo will give Malchow a break. So a quick turn of events here, Alec. Again, it's been so far Kyra Grease, the 5'5 senior, showing that leadership, taking over here and getting 7 points for these Golden Eagles within 2 minutes.
Exactly, and again, you see Brookings stays in that zone, so they're going to have to work extremely hard because Grease and Malchow, girls like that who can shoot the 3, have done a good job. Rebound by the 8th grader Hermanson, and it's going to be a foul on Ainsley Shelsta. That's going to be her 4th. It's going to send Hermanson to the line for 2. Now you've got 5 minutes and 6 seconds left. Shelsta's got 4. What do you do?
Yeah, it looks like right now they're going to keep her in. I don't know. At the moment, I think you can get away based on that third quarter as Hermanson knocks it down. She's up to 5 points this afternoon. Based on that third quarter, I was going to say you kind of handled the Golden Eagles without her. I think you can get her out at least at the beginning here, but you might have to bring her in at the end as Hermanson knocks down both, now up to 6 points, and it's a 4-point game. Bobcats leading 42-38, just under 5 minutes. Good cut there by Sheridan. Another nice pass to Shelsta. She lays it in with the left hand. So again, another assist there for Sheridan. She's got 5 on the ball game, and Shelsta gets up now to 22 points as it's a timeout there from head coach Mitch McClagan, and it is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one ourselves. Back in a minute, K-Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody. With 4:56 remaining in this ball game, it's a 6-point lead for the Brookings Bobcats, 44-38 over Aberdeen Central there, and a smart timeout from head coach Mitch McClagan. Got Shelsta on an offensive possession, took the timeout. Now he can sub in Malky for the defensive possession, and Malky was in that area, and I know it was along with Sheridan as well, and that's exactly what they didn't want. Sheridan now picks up her 4th foul, and that's the team's 6th. So right now, still 4:45 to go. The Bobcats have no fouls to give.
They've got no fouls to give, and Gracie Sheridan's got 4. And again, the ball movement that she has had today, I think you have to keep her in just with her. The passes that she's had today have been huge. Brookings, it's going to be Sophia Hamrick picks up the foul. That's going to send Munga to the line for a 1-and-1. It'll be the 7th team foul on the Bobcats. Again, that was Hamrick who picked up the foul. That is her 3rd. So again, when you've had so many fouls, by now it doesn't really matter who it is. It's likely their 3rd or 4th foul.
Yep, Shelsta will come in for an offensive possession, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But it could get a little interesting here if Shelsta gets in the wrong area as Munga connects on the first one. So Munga had a pretty good game so far. She's got 6 this afternoon, and it's Shelsta coming in for Malky. It could be interesting here. If I'm Aberdeen Central's coaching staff, I'm telling Taryn Hermanson to fight for this rebound, and if she can get an offensive one, Shelsta might be caught vulnerable, and that she could pick up her 5th here with still 4.5 to go. Second one connected on from Munga, so Munga up to 7 points, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Bobcats here with 4:35 remaining. 44-40 in favor of them. They go top of the key, go right side to Hamrick, then it's a skip pass to Sheridan. Sheridan drives to the middle, gets it to Shelsta at the free throw line. Then they go Logan Smith. Shelsta back at the free throw line. Hamrick at the right wing. Hamrick gets it knocked away, still contains the ball, then gets it down low. 3-point opportunity to be a big one from Landry Wilson, and she rattles it in. What a shot that was, and a huge 3-point make there. Extends this lead to 7 as it's another timeout from head coach Mitch McClagan here. It's 47-40 with 4:12 remaining, just a 30-second timeout, and now we're seeing those subs coming in. Alec, we've got Malky and Burns getting ready to play this defensive possession.
And again, you'll see a lot of that for the remaining, I can't remember how much time, 4 and change left in the game. You will see those two. It's going to be just a back and forth. Again, Coach McClagan is going to want Ainsley Shelsta in as much as he can. Anytime he has a chance to get her out after a timeout like that or on a 1-on-1, he is going to do so. So again, it'll be a lot of Malky in for Shelsta here for the remaining, like I said, 4 minutes of this game.
So Wilson doing a great job for the Bobcats in the second half, up to 12 points this afternoon. She's got 10 second half points, so picking up some of the slack there from that third quarter no scoring drought from Ainsley Shelsta. So again, looking at those players, it's those big 3, Alec, we've talked about. I feel like things have switched around here a little bit, but we have, kind of those main 3 players in Shelsta, Wilson, and Smith, but also you get players in like Sheridan who've picked up assists.
Exactly, and that's something we've said all year with those role players. It doesn't necessarily mean, who else can score points when those 3 are out or if those 3 are struggling, but just what can they bring to the table. And again, Sheridan's brought a lot to the table. It's a jump shot from Carly Wellman. It connects. It's now a 47-45 Brookings lead with 3:45 left to go in the game.
Golden Eagles doing a good job of utilizing that high post during this zone defense as was knocked away from Hamrick. Again, got to be careful here. Might get a 5-second call. Ref still counting. Got it out of her hands to Wilson, and she dribbles to the top of the key there. So a key moment that could be on this possession. They go top of the key to Hamrick. Kicks it right side over to Sheridan. Sheridan back to Hamrick in the corner, down to 9 seconds. They try to get it down low to Landry Wilson. Skip pass over there, top of the key. Thought that was a foul. Wilson's going to have to get a shot up, gets a running jumper up, almost got it to fall right at the buzzer. An offensive rebound goes to Hamrick, and she was underneath the rim, went up, hit the bottom side of the rim, and the rebound goes to the Golden Eagles. So what a possession that could have been if she could have laid that one in. Back top of the key to Grease. Grease drives all the way in, tried to get a pass down there. Malcho tried to save it. A little volleyball slap there, hit the referee out of bounds on the Golden Eagles as Shelsta will check in for Malky. So a good response there on defense. You had a dicey offensive possession there. The Bobcats took care of business on this side, and now you've got Shelsta and Ostreim and Smith coming in.
And here's where Brookings is going to have to utilize, like we've said, that shot clock in their favor. You're up by 5. Unfortunately for them, Aberdeen, it's going to be a turnover there. It's going to be a foul as well. Landry Wilson tried to throw it back to Ostreim. It was stolen away by, I think it was Waldo. So the foul is going to be on Ostreim, and it's going to send Waldo to the line for a 1-on-1.
Ostreim now with 3 fouls. So, man, all these Bobcat players, 2 or more fouls. It seems like everybody has them. But, again, that's one of those situations where Landry Wilson had 1 defender in front of her. Ostreim was just across the other lane, and Ostreim had 1 defender on her. I think that's where you just send Ostreim out. And, Landry Wilson, she should have the confidence at this point, as the first free throw was up and good by Waldo. But she should have the confidence to take it herself down the court, Alex.
And again, exactly, she should have the confidence. So now you see Aberdeen bring that pressure. Sheridan gets around. She's going to break the press, pull it back out. Here's well, Brookings again has to just slow it down. Yes, you're only up by 3, but like we had mentioned, you're in the one. Aberdeen is in the 1-on-1. You cannot afford any bad fouls on the defensive end, as we've seen Aberdeen being a good free throw shooting team.
We approach the 2.5-minute mark of this last quarter. It was a pass to Ostreim, stolen away by Malchow, and she slows things down. Got to get a hand up on her. Don't let her shoot the 3. They go top of the key for Grease, and she rattles in a 3-pointer, and just like that, it's a tie ball game, 47-47 with 2:15 remaining as Ostreim pushes it ahead. Thought maybe it was going to be a timeout there from head coach Mitch McClegg, and it's not going to be, so they'll run their possession out here. They go right side to Wilson. Wilson, top of the key. They get it down to Shelsta. Bread and butter here. Get her on the left block. Goes up left hand. Can't get it to fall. Good defense by Munga there. And a huge turn of events here. It was Grease to knock down the 3-pointer to get herself up to 14 points. And a great defensive stop there from Munga. And we're still tied at 47 under 2 minutes, Alec.
And again, Brookings, doing what they want to do on offense. They got it down low to Shelsta. It's going to be the defensive end where they're going to have to play smart. And it's going to be a bucket for Kiana Munga. She puts it in, giving Aberdeen their first lead in a very long time, 49-47 with 1:30 left to go in the game.
Smith goes left side, going to get it to Sheridan. Sheridan picks up her dribble, goes top of the key. They get it over to Wilson. Lob pass down low to Shelsta. She's fouled before she went up by, I believe it was Kyra Grease, the 5'5" senior, trying to help out on the back side there. So again, the Bobcats staying calm, Alec, just going to their bread and butter play of getting those reversals around the outside and finding Shelsta on the inside.
And again, they're going to have to try and draw a few more fouls out of Aberdeen. It's only their 5th team foul, so not quite near the bonus yet, unlike Brookings, who, again, on that defensive side has to continue to play really good defense, but Aberdeen's in the bonus for that final minute 21.
The pass was trying to, I think they were trying to get it to, it looked like Landry Wilson at the left block. It was kicked. So the Bobcats still have the basketball here, 1:21 remaining. They try and get it to Cutting Landry Wilson, and she was not there. And it was Carly Wellman, the 5'9" senior of Aberdeen, who just stole it right beside the baseline there. So now we're down to 1:10 here, a 2-point lead for the Golden Eagles, and all of the momentum on their side.
And here's where you'll see them, and they've done it all game. Use 20-25 seconds of that shot clock. We've seen it. They go down low, excellent pass, and finish by Munga. That's going to be a 4-point lead with under a minute to go. 51-47, the Golden Eagles lead.
Munga with 11 points this afternoon, 13 points this afternoon. Great positioning there. She just went into Shelsta and created an open lane and finished at the rim. Now it's going to be a timeout on this side from head coach Mitch McClegg, and 42.9 remaining. It's a 51-47 lead for Aberdeen Central. We'll take a break here. Back in a minute. K-Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody. 42.9 on the clock here. Bobcats possession trailing by 4. It's been 3 3-pointers made in the second half by the Golden Eagles, but they've been 3 of 5, and that's been a huge contributor to this lead late in the game here as they go left side. Top of the key, an open look for Landry Wilson. Needs it off the back iron. Rebound goes to Shelsta. Shelsta goes up and one. Going to lay it in on the right-hand side with 31.5 remaining. What an offensive rebound that was from Shelsta, and what a finish she had to put that one in, Alec.
An unbelievable finish, and again, just that's where that height advantage comes into play. You know, she really just went up and over the defender. She wasn't being boxed out at all. Again, when you're 6'5" and you go up, your wingspan is even higher than that. She just went up and got it, was able to draw the foul and get to the line, has a chance to cut it to 1. We'll see if she can connect on the free throw.
Big free throw here off the mark. Rebound goes into the hands of Carly Wellman. Bobcats got a foul here, and they really don't want Gracie Sheridan to be the one to do it, so someone's got to step up, but Sheridan steals it from behind. Sheridan pushes to the other side, looking to get another assist here. Goes corner to Landry Wilson, down to 15 seconds. They go left side to Hamrick. Hamrick, top of the key, trying to dribble around, doing a little too much. Trying to lob it down to Landry Wilson. Middle of the lane, three-point opportunity for Sheridan. She had the steal, and she knocks down the three-pointer. It's unbelievable with 5.4 remaining. It's a 52-51 lead for Brookings. Sheridan doing it on both sides, gets the key steal, and now a huge three-pointer there to get the late lead. It should be a full timeout here, and it is going to be, we'll have to see. We'll make sure, but we'll have to check here. I don't know what they're going to say. Again, pending our break. Here's what we'll do. We'll take a 1-minute break ourselves. Back in a minute on K Country 102.3. Welcome back, everybody. Fourth quarter action here. A huge three-point shot there from junior Gracie Sheridan. Again, she came up with the steal with about 18 seconds left and then knocks down the three-pointer. They did add a second on the game clock, so 6.2 is what it is. They have to inbound from the Brookings side, and it'll be Wellman to do so. Wellman trying to get it to the middle. She can move. It's a made basket, and it's going to be a 5-second violation here.
No, timeout.
Oh, no, it is going to be a timeout. Okay, she called it herself. He held up a 5 there for a split second. Man, what a moment that would have been. It is going to be another full timeout. We'll stay here this time and talk about the scenario here. So 6.2 on the clock, Alec. Again, Aberdeen Central is going to have to inbound underneath the Brookings basket, and right now, not a lot of confidence into that. Almost a 5-second call there.
Exactly. That does not help the situation when you now know you have to score to win, and you have to call a timeout. Good defensive pressure by the Bobcats. Positive for Aberdeen. 6.2 is plenty of time. You know, they don't have to heave up a shot. That would be, I think, a totally different inbound play drawn up right now. If there was only a second or two and you only had time for a dribble and a shot, they have plenty of time, 6 seconds to get it down. Unfortunately for Brookings, they have to, play good defense to not allow, an open look. But again, you're in or Aberdeen's in the bonus, so any sort of, touchy foul is going to send them to the line. And when you've only got 6 seconds, if you draw a foul on this side, that's going to take off 2, 3, possibly 4 seconds. So again, Brookings has to play very good defense, but they cannot afford to draw a foul to send Aberdeen to the line.
They've got up in front, it is Grease and Malchow near the inbounder. Standing near half court is Airily Waldo. Back is Munga. Munga's going to get a screen. Looks like they're trying to get it to half court. It was an overhead pass. They get it to Landry Wilson, who catches it, and then nobody fouls her, so they're just going to pass it out to Logan Smith, and that's going to be the ball game. They did not foul. I cannot believe it. Again, the Bobcats caught the inbound pass. It was coming from Barry. Barry went over the head. Couldn't get it to half court. Stolen by Landry Wilson with about 5.7 seconds to go, and not one Golden Eagle fouled her, Alex, so she dribbles it out, and that's the ball game. Unbelievable. Bobcats somehow win this one 52-51.
Yeah, it's still in shock as well. I'm not
It's a season sweep over the Golden Eagles, and man, what a game that was.
If Aberdeen thought it was tied, but again, after multiple timeouts, it's one thing after, if you would have gone back to that Sheridan 3 in the turnover, don't foul, maybe you're still in the game, but after 2 called timeouts, as a coach, you have to be telling them, I think you have to even assume, like, hey, if we miss this shot, we got to follow. It's something you talk about. You're not just planning on making the shot for the win. So, again, like you had mentioned, Landry stole the ball with 4, if not 5 seconds left, and you're only up by 1. But nonetheless, nobody is going to complain from the Bobcat side.